Alright guys, it's time to review Dragon Ball Super episode 17. Now this episode, in my opinion, was, pretty good actually. Now for me this episode sort of felt like, well, A, it focused on Pan, but B, it focuses on, a lot of everybody's individual own family problems and issues. For an example, like, the episode opens up with, Goku and, not Goku, Gohan and Hercule, like, playing with Pan, and, all of a sudden, Gohan goes, Great Saiyaman mode, and, him and Hercule just, have, like, a real quick, roughhousing session, and then, but I was like, guys, you have to stop. It's almost time for a nap. And then, something else interesting about this episode was that, Chi-Chi had a very important role to play. And, like, her whole thing throughout this episode was, you guys need to stop the fighting and be more responsible. And she's like, I want Pan to grow up to be a perfect little lady, not a savage. And then everybody's like, oh, come on. And then she tries to pull Videl away, and she outright says, come on, Videl, what do you want Pan to be? And then Videl finally works up the guts to say, I just want Pan to be whatever she wants. So I guess you could describe Chi-Chi as the typical grandmother, always wanting to be overpowering of the parent. So that was one interesting thing. Another thing about this episode is it did showcase the first few scenes from Revival of F, so we can guarantee that the Revival of F sort of has officially been kicked off, because we see the two criminals that Krillin chased down and basically smacked. Only now in this version, Bulma helps him with the chasing, but only because they almost run into it at the last second. And then once Krillin captures them, he gives Bulma a speeding ticket for dangerous driving. Now, after that, let's talk about Goku. In this episode, Goku's like, still working on his plans. And then he eventually goes over to Capsule Corp. Then, Bulma accidentally slips that Vegeta's been away training with Whis for the past 6 months. So that confirms that, the time skip has begun. And Goku said, like, literally breaks through the wall and says, what? Why didn't you tell me? I want to go train. And he basically begs Bulma to tell him when's the next time Whis is coming. And then Bulma's like, in a month or two. And then Goku basically hounds Bulma every day. When's Whis coming? Is he here? Is he here? And then Bulma just gives Goku a smartphone and says, here, when his ass shows up, I'll call you. You don't call me. And then, of course, when Chi-Chi finds out that Goku's wish is to leave the Earth once again to go train, she says, oh no, I'm not having any more fighting idiots in this family. And then Whis finally shows up to Earth, and then Goku's all excited. He changes out of his farming uniform, gets back into his fighting clothes, heads over to Capsule Corp, and then Whis says, alright, I'll train you without much effort on Goku's part. But first I want to eat. So the whole time he's trying to eat, Goku's basically pestering him like a child. And even right up until then, Chi-Chi's like, no, you still can't go. But then how Goku goes and how the episode ends is actually pretty interesting. Goku basically just runs for it once we starts to take off and transport back home. And that's how the episode ends. Now, one more thing I wanted to point out, guys, is since Vegeta has been training with Whis for an extra 6 months before Goku arrives, has he achieved Super Saiyan Blue first? That's something that hasn't been confirmed yet, but we'll have to wait and see. That's it for this one. Keep on rocking. Yeah.